One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the home of the USC Trojans, the storied Los Angeles Coliseum. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started.
Testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Freaking kidding me.
The Trojans will kick it away to start. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So LSU's offense takes the field for the first time today. And it's often said quarterback is the most high-profile position in sports. And when you have a guy like this, how could it not be?
Yeah, he's the guy that the defense is going to be keying on. They've had all week long to watch film to get ready for him. But, David, when you have his kind of athletic ability and his kind of arm talent, he is so difficult to stop.
Yeah, you can have all week. You can have all season. This guy is so dynamic at the quarterback spot. They trust him. They know what he brings to the table. This offense revolves around what he can do.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. That's caught. It's Anderson. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
I love early in the game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
Other self-haircut?
Trying to keep this drive alive. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier.
Oh, that is so uneven.
Caught near the sticks, it's Brown.
Oh, hell nah. Bro's giving himself a bowl cut.
Their initials. LSU, USC, that showdown in Vegas last year was just spectacular.
Yeah, bro, that's why you don't just cut your hair with scissors. Are y'all stupid?
USC had some other ideas. That one was a lot of fun. There were some big plays on offense for both sides. But late in the game, USC offensively, David, coming up with a
she kind of knows what she's doing.
Made a huge drive, made
but
some
like,
big plays.
Else, guys?
That's really the only game we can talk about for USC really the rest of the season. But it was a great day and a great start. And we thought big things were on the horizon.
The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking to throw again. And he dropped it. Just didn't hook the thing all the way in.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asked to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
Others self-haircut. Never cut your hair with scissors, guys.
Loosen up that arm. Caught over the middle. It's Durham. He stopped short of the 40,
oh god. Guys, like the video, your hair is going to look like this guy.
Deep to shallow.
You're going to be forced to get it both guys if you don't like the video.
Take away those passes beyond the
yeah, no wonder you're disappointed. You cut your hair with freaking scissors. Don't do that.
Versus yours, defense won that battle.
Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away.
Guys, you can literally just go to the barber for $20. Trust. I'm a haircut if you were still watching this video right now. Because this video is pissing me off.
Offense will take the field for the first time. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass in coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
Give to the running back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
What a great job by the defense understanding where they're on the field. Listen, the wide side of the field's this way. They're going to try to run that sweep, identifying it, flying like madmen to the football, just understanding speed and space. I got to be ready for that, and they were.
Other self-haircuts? Oh, God. Why would you do this? Why would you do that?
26, and let's see if they bring out the punt team.
That looks horrible.
You gotta love that.
Guys, like the video, you're gonna end up like this guy. Your hair is gonna look like that. You're gonna get a freaking bowl cut if you don't like this.
From keeping drives alive, right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion.
Don't never cut your hair with scissors. It is just never a good idea.
Punt is on its way.
Or hear me out, guys. You go to the barber for $25. $25. That's all it takes. Unless you really know what you're doing, don't freaking cut your hair with scissors.
Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. They're setting up the screen. He makes the stop, but a nice pickup there on first down. Leaves them in second and manageable.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Going to take a shot on second and short. Grabbed behind the line. It's Durham. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Anderson. Seizing that open space, an opportunity all the way inside the red zone. They'll mark it at the 19.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Sends it back in motion. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work on second down in the red zone. There's still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Leaves it with the running back. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
Other self-haircut? Don't ever do this, guys. This is ridiculous. Hell no, that doesn't even look good.
And they're getting a rhythm. I think a big part of that is their ability to run the football.
Guys, like the video right now, or your hair's going to end up like that. You're going to get a freaking bowl cut. Don't ever cut your hair with scissors, guys. Ever. Hear me out. Just go to a barber and spend $25. Get a fresh cut. Unless you actually know what you're doing, like this lady, I guess. But guys, comment haircut if you watch this video all the way. That was good.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Lemon. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time.
Megamind became a villain.
It's Lemon.
God, this movie is actually so fire.
2nd and 6 coming.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game. Now on 2nd down. Looking to pass. It's Mayava. He's got him. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
And the Trojans are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short.
Megamind became a villain. This is a W movie, guys.
They'll go to the air on 3rd and short.
I actually love this movie today. Guys, if you were watching this video on October 5th, it is actually my birthday. So make sure you comment happy birthday in the comments.
Your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play.
Bro is
there
the villain.
was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this
Bro, no
game,
wonder she became a villain.
our best player.
I too.
We're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. And you saw
Like the video if you feel bad for this guy.
Well, he comes up with
If you feel bad for
reception,
Megamind.
Not a lot of room to run after that.
Now he's proud of it.
I mean, I'm gonna find ways to
Now he's proud of being a villain, I
see if
guess.
he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Caught in the backfield, it's Jordan. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a 1st down and a pickup of 10. Looking back to last year, the Trojans made a midseason quarterback change. You might expect that, trying to live up to what Caleb Williams was able to do, but Jaden Mayava certainly finished strong, Jesse.
Yeah, the UNLV transfer looked really, really good, especially at the end of the year. And you know with Lincoln Riley, one of the great QB whisperers in recent college football memory, if you're locked in and you're playing and you're seeing the field the way Lincoln Riley is seeing it and calling it, this offense is going to be unstoppable. If he does that, he is going to put up Heisman numbers.
The Trojans now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. He'll do it himself. He fought him off for a while, but that's
Others trampoline versus...
And I think everybody wants to run the option now.
Holy
but the
trick
problem is,
shots.
can everybody read it? You got to be able to stick the ball in the belly.
That
and
is
run it
so
back.
scary to me.
Understand
Bro just
where
did
I'm pitching it to him.
200,000
Whatever
flips.
the read is, you can tell he was a little bit confused.
Because
a
what?
little bit slow, and that's why the defense
Guys, if
won
you're seeing this
battle.
video on October 5th, it is my birthday, so flood the
Flying
freaking
play
comments.
action.
Happy
He
birthday.
tosses one
I swear.
high and deep down the left side.
I'll do something to you
And
if you
that'll
don't.
be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there. Now it's
I can do
4th
that.
down.
And a
Same with
really
that,
great
yep.
job by the defense.
Yep.
adjusting
That's actually
them,
me,
because on
guys.
this drive,
So that's
the
actually a clip
quarterback has
of
found
me.
this guy a
Pretty sure
few
this was
times.
like
Now the defense is saying,
it was last year
we are
this time,
double
yeah.
covering
That was
him.
me
He
doing a
might throw
bunch
it
of
somewhere
clips.
else, but that guy is not going to make the catch.
Me in person.
Punt is on its way.
This one guy.
Let's see what he can do with it.
Bro just landed on the moon.
20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down.
Oh my gosh.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Already a solid
Yo, I
start
just
to
squished
this
my
one.
finger,
They'll
bro.
back to work with this 7-0 lead.
Flopping around.
Throws for the tight end. Working that left side. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47. Think about when Garrett Nussmeier goes into the quarterback room at LSU and there are giant murals of Joe Burrow and Jaden Daniels, Heisman winners. Jesse, that's some pressure. But, man, if he can cut down on the turnovers, he might join them.
Yeah, there's no question about it, Reese. This guy has a lot of talent. I really also just appreciate the fact that he stayed put at LSU. And in an era of college football where especially quarterbacks are transferring 2, 3, 4 times, naming off those guys you just did, it would have been so easy for Nussmeier to try to find another opportunity somewhere else. He believes LSU is the best situation for him to win a national championship and get him off to the NFL.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Firing to the right, complete. Makes a stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He's got an open man. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, LSU! Wait, can I get the director to give me a replay of that? I want to count the defenders. 1, 2, 3. I mean, there's no way they had 11, right?
I mean, that is frustrating. Defensively, what are you taught? Like, make them earn it, right? Play man, press up on them, make them earn it, make them go the length of the field, don't give up big plays, or just give up big plays and don't have anybody in the camera shot and don't have anybody there to even miss a tackle.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 35-yard pass for 6. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Lemon. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Talking to the coaches before the game, they wanted to start fast. This offense, man, not only have you not put anything together, the defense hasn't either. This game has gotten away from them early. They need to do a better job of protecting their quarterback.
And the Trojans trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll run play action. Grab behind the line. It's Sanders. Now he gives him a little more breathing room as he works his way out to the 17. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out.
Holy shit, bro.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Mayaba. What precise footwork along the sideline to get that toe down for the catch. Man, you have to do everything in your power not to let your momentum carry you out of bounds short of the 1st down marker.
And I would argue, too, maybe you run your route a little bit deeper. You got to understand where the 1st down marker is and where I got to get to. But, yeah, I'm not running out of bounds. I'm lowering my shoulder and trying to get as much yardage as I can to make this 4th down manageable.
He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Anderson. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Well, LSU receivers are known for their swagger. That is swagger well earned after that one.
You go outside and you make plays. Like, listen, you have swag, you have confidence, and you usually get a little bit loud. Reese and be like, listen, feed me the rock. So many great LSU receivers in the pack.
Oh, he's got some space. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
The run from the shotgun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And nice Nice job by the defense. Understanding second and short, they're playing run. You can see super physical, now forcing the third down and short.
The Tigers really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll run the sneak for it.
3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
LSU moving quickly, going to work again on first down. From the gun, running back on the move. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Keep it on the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Grabbed over the middle, it's Anderson. The stop is made right at the 36-yard line. The defense coming up big on third down.
I think a lot of people wonder why you don't throw more slant routes. It's just that nowadays wide receivers are so big, so thick. You throw it to them, the DBs can't go through their bodies to get them, and most of the time you get positive yards like you do right here.
Absolutely perfect. Now, there is a flag down on the play, but when you knock through a field goal from that distance and you're not going to get the first down, you just keep your points. Might be the worst-case scenario for this defense. Thought they'd held them to 3, now the offense with a chance for more. From the gun, give on the inside.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. He'll pull it on the read. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. Guys, LSU has the lead here. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Looking to get it in. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Trying to bully their way in. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line. Goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Well, it was a great effort thrown to the running back that time. He was almost able to get in on third down. The defense makes the stop. Now it's decision time. 4th. They're very close to the goal line. You've got this running back in the backfield. What do you do?
And that is no good. missed the field goal, but still a two-touchdown lead at 14.
And that's frustrating. I mean, you put a drive together, you're in scoring zone. Like, this is a green zone. You should be making all of these kicks, these short field goals, the chip shots. Kickers have to come through. They got to do their job.
Scanning the field, it's Mayava. Under fire. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Well, they're able to get the negative play, great individual effort. I know LSU's defense always goes by DBU, but they've had some big-time players up front on that D-line, too. And you think recently, guys like Marcus Spears, Glenn Dorsey, Kiki Mingo, Daniil Hunter, dudes that can line up one-on-one. These guys were like avatars with their frames. So difficult to block and so athletic. That's what this guy reminds you of sometimes.
Going to swing it on second down. Gets it out quickly. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
So they're facing third and short from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
It's amazing to think just how confident this offense was coming into this game. They thought they were going to go up and down the field throwing the football in this one. That has not been the case. They have not yet scored a touchdown in this one. They just threw an incompletion on third down now, looking like they may have to punt. This offense has got to find their rhythm, but you've got to wonder about their confidence at this point of the game.
The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. They're going to open this drive with a pass. The throw, and he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Off the play fake. Right down the middle.
Nice.
A strike downfield. Oh, he's getting ahead of
Oh, nice.
and he's through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, LSU!
I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd. Man, they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Complete to start this drive. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Looking downfield, it's Mayava. Got it in the middle, it's Lane. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Trojans come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Gets it out fast. There he goes. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. And the Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And that's a big shot, and that's a big incompletion, but this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in a flow.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. Catch in the middle, it's Lemon.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the 1st down here. They'll try to run for it. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling when the Moses parts the Red Sea and the hole opens up and you go fill it.
Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. And they've gotten a superb performance from their senior quarterback. He's been turnover-free. They're moving the ball up and down. Breaks away on the left. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Get a big play like that last one, you flip the field, you change the momentum. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 38. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Breaks the tackle. He is absolutely bringing it, as an LSU running back should, and no half-hearted tackle is going to bring him down.
Nah, running angry. I love my running backs that run angry and physical and make you feel it every time they run the football. And listen, LSU finds these guys left and right the way they recruit. Just big, strong backs that will not go down easy.
Caught in the backfield is Brown. And the Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. The give to the back. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He'll sneak it and try to surge forward. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely.
The defense just can't seem to find a way to get off the field. That time, QB sneak for the 1st down. They need a turnover or something to try to generate some momentum.
The Tigers back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Quarterback on the keeper. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
go with the option. Quarterback keeps it himself. And look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take it the distance. This offense should keep dialing up these option plays. Don't let that short gain by the QB prevent you from running this scheme in your playbook.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back to pass, it's Nussmeier. He's got it on the run. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a first and goal.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
LSU lining up first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for the loss.
And the D deny them on second and goal. Back to pass. He wants it all. Touchdown, Tigers! Quick strike through the air for the score.
I think there were a lot of doubters that wondered how this team was going to be able to handle this environment and whether or not they could find success early in this game. They have proved all of those doubters wrong. They have been dominant in every phase, on offense, on defense, and on special teams, and they are piling it on here early in this game on the road.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 28-0. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. Looking for those open spaces and opportunities. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Catch in the middle. It's Lemon. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10.
That quarterback has a hose. That dude could throw it to a car wash and not get away. Great job of putting that ball on a line to his wide receiver.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. They use that sideline as a defender and get him out of bounds at the 36.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
The Trojans in a good spot here with 2nd and short. He'll keep it himself. Breaks into the open. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
He'll do it himself. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against the different defense.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking for a man. It's Mayava. Flips it out on the screen. No, sirree. Not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's 3rd down from the 45. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
You can just start to sense the frustration building for this offense after that incompletion. Right now, setting up 4th down. They haven't yet scored a touchdown. They just can't find a rhythm in this game. Obviously, the defense, the big reason for that. But if this offense wants a chance to win, they have got to start stringing some completions together and get this quarterback in a better rhythm.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. And they are getting elite play from their quarterback. He's guided his offense with precision, and most of all, he has taken care of the football. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Brown.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
The Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Durham. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Caught in the backfield. It's Hill. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
They'll go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
And the Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. On target. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the 1st down at the 34-yard line.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the 1st.
Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
The Tigers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Caught over the middle, it's Anderson. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down.
And how many 1st downs is that, guys? On this drive alone, this defense has got to find a way to get off the field. They're playing way too many snaps.
LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got his man quickly. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called. So now with 1st and goal, let's see what LSU does here. The snap sets up to throw. Trying to find the end zone. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to throw up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
They've moved him forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Dropping back, it's Gus Meyer. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And the defense finally steps up, man. They've had a tough day down here near the goal line defending the pass. Like, he's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. Nice job on this play. Nice response. Trying to get themselves back in the football game.
They need to move it 2 more yards on 3rd and goal. It's complete to the right. Touchdown, Tigers! All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finish the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. This late in the half, here's the question: how aggressive will the play calling be? Running into the open space. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Los Angeles. And the undisputed star of the half has been that lockdown corner. The coaches told us how good he was, but I almost think they undersold how impactful he would be. Ultra physical with 0 hesitation. And with hands like that, I wonder if they don't think about using him in the passing game at some point. And with that, let's send it back to our men inside the world-famous LA Coliseum.
LSU ready to boot it away and open this 2nd half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Back to throw, it's Mayava. Finds the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit. Let's keep going.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's Straka. To the 43-yard line and a 1st down for this offense.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play, because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
Turning it on! They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw it. The sure hands, it's Lane.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
And the Trojans with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to throw, it's Mayava. Fires to the wideout. On target over the middle. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down.
The offense really struggled in the first half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime. They were able to generate some momentum and get some rhythm offensively. Right now they look like they have it on this drive. Great news to see the quarterback make that last throw there to pick up the 1st down. They need him to play great in the second half.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, USC. Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Lining up for the PAT. They get the extra point on the board, but they're still down 35-7.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Anderson. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the 1st down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
Looking for a man. It's Nussmeier. Quickly complete. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
Caught behind the line. It's Anderson. Shakes off the defender. Makes the stop at the 49. Give him 5 yards on the play and a 1st down. You string together a few games like this, and all of a sudden you're pursuing Jamar Chase for that single-season receiving record.
And pursuing some postseason hardware too, baby. Like, you're trying to be the best receiver in football. You're trying to be an All-American, and it's plays like this that starts getting that pub going, the hype train going, and at the end of the year you want to be like, best receiver in football? Where's he from? Baton Rouge.
Wow, 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 1st downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Pulls and throws off the RPO. He'll get it down to the 31, and that's where he goes out of bounds. The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. got it behind the line. It's Brown. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Handoff from the gun. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles. And those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Off play action. Fires toward the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
Ball hasn't hit the ground a lot for this QB. He's already thrown 4 TD passes. He saw a look, wanted to take another shot, and that time they just fall short with the incompletion. But this defense, they have not had the answer with respect to defending the pass in this game.
Back to pass, it's Nussmeier. Fires complete on the crosser. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
I love that from this offense. 3 is good. You're in field goal range, but now we're set up with 1st and goal because of great 3rd down execution by this offense. Stay aggressive. Even when you get in this part of the field, when everything shrinks and gets a little bit harder, you still want to be aggressive.
It's complete to the left. Recovered by the defense, and he's off.
Great job by this defense, not getting down, not quitting. They gave up some yards. The offense got in the red zone, but the most important part of the field, they came up big, forced the fumble, and get the touchback.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They've clearly found that, dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
They go to the ground. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, it's not a home run, but it's just enough by the running back to move the chains.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Wants to throw on first down. And the rush will get to him at the 25. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
The Trojans have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Corralled and brought down by the defense.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
It'll be 3rd and long. To the air, it's Mayava. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
And the Trojans will bring the punt team onto the field. Now on the return. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The give on the inside. They'll pick up 5. It'll be 3rd and 5. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Sharp. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
And you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You can put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
The Tigers will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got a man. It's Anderson. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
The Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. To the air, it's Gus Meyer. It's complete on the right side. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Just another big play for this guy who spent the entire game wide open. Couple of touchdowns there, and he moves the sticks again, David.
Yeah, so I'll keep finding him, Reese. I mean, this is a guy that, listen, we're in the 2nd half now. He's already made plays. I know I can trust him, so I'm going to continue to feature him in this offense because I know he'll continue to make big plays.
There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Direct snap. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Nice job by this defense. Listen, you got to understand, they're going to run the football. They're going to try to milk the clock, Jesse. They got the huge lead.
Haven't been a lot of good plays for this defense in this game so far, so can they build on that one? Can they create some turnovers here in the 2nd half to get back in this game?
Grabbed behind the line, it's Sharp. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. He'll pull it on the read. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy 1st down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. The pull and throw off the RPO. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Third down coming up.
They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Quarterback on the keeper. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
And this defense, they were ready for that third down. That you could tell they smelt the option coming, did a great job, aggressive, downhill, went and got it, got the tackle for a loss, forcing the fourth down.
The Trojans line up to punt it away. He'll be brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what that one's about.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Dropping back, it's Mayava. Throws to the wideout. Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
Finding an escape route. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
Well, going RPO on that second down, the idea was they were going to have to throw and try to get a big chunk of yards to maybe get the first or set up third and short, but no problem because your quarterback's playing smart football right now, and he takes off running when no one's there. Now you've given yourself a good chance to convert this third down because of the quarterback's decision.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And I wish I could bring you some hope, but, man, this defense, again, you know, they already got the lead. They got their ears pinned back. They're rushing the quarterback. I know this one's over, but offensively, let's find a way to protect our guy, put something together. Maybe we find a way to make this respectable at some point in the football game.
And the Trojans send out the punt unit.
On to punt it away.
And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Off the play fake on first down. Makes the grab. It's Anderson. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football. Let him make plays.
What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up third down. This offensive line's going to have to play a lot better here.
To the air, it's Nussmeier. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. The Tigers can really attack on this second and short. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
The biggest rule change for me, if I could make one in all of college football, would be illegal man downfield. And when they run these RPO plays and those linemen start to creep further and further down the field, I would love for the refs to call those more often. It's a cheating play, basically, running these RPOs. So hard to stop. Nice execution by the offense, but probably cheating too.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Second down, he'll throw it. Caught in the backfield, it's Durham. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. To the air, it's Nussmeier. Trying to bull his way in. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he added the extra point. So it's an 80-yard drive, and the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass.
USC 7.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
They opened up this drive, getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's first down again. Wants to go up top on first down. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
So now it's second and long. He'll keep it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
One of the reasons I love this defense is because their DBs get involved, and they come screaming downfield. That's a pretty good athlete playing quarterback on that run, but because of the speed they have in their secondary, boy, they were able to get to him quickly.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Looking to throw, it's Mayaba. Incomplete. Man, oh man, is that one this junior would love to have back.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. He's going to fire deep. And it's knocked away, and they don't convert on fourth down. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Snags it. And he will score. Touchdown, Tigers.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
Lining up to add another.
Kicker on for the extra point.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. OC, quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone.
USC 7.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Here he comes with the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Wants to throw. It's Mayava. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Strachan. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
To the air on first down. And the catch along the sideline will come up a little short of the first down.
Really nice timing on that out route there. Good anticipation by the QB, getting it out on time. And how about the receiver securing the catch, tapping the toes before he went out of bounds?
The Trojans can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Grab behind the line. It's Jordan. Oh, he's got some space. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Big part of the offensive game plan is yards after the catch, but none available there.
I like the idea on offense of trying to spit the ball outside quickly and see if your guy can make something happen in space, but give the defense credit. They rallied to the ball, got him on the ground.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Here's the pressure. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
We've seen throughout the course of the season, defenses have had their hands full with this quarterback. He's simply one of the best in the country. But what can you say about this defense here today? They have gotten after him, registering multiple sacks, and they've never let him get into a rhythm.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
And the Trojans will send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. And when you've been around a while, as this guy has behind center, you expect this type of performance, and boy, has he delivered. He's been elite in every aspect. He's thrown the ball on time. He's made big plays down the field. He's punched it in when he's gotten opportunities. You just couldn't ask for anything more. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Looking for a gap. It's Durham. Still on his feet at the 45. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
And you want to dominate the football game like these guys have all day. Dominate the line of scrimmage. You know, turn and hand the ball off to your running back. It's a good recipe. It makes every quarterback better. It makes every OC better. Just turn, hand the football off, especially when you're winning the ball game.
To throw, it's Nussmeier. Finds his man. It's Anderson. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. They just can't seem to cover this guy. He keeps getting open, even when he's running out of space on the sideline.
Yeah, running out of space, they're still going to feature him. They see the matchup, and look at the balance and the coordination and just knowing where I'm out on the field to get the feet in bounds and secure the catch. What a play.
It's a fumble on the play. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Oh, the big fella. Look at the big fella rumble. The tag. Touchdown, Trojans. And they turn it into a defensive score. Safe to say the offense could have used a few more plays like that earlier in the game.
Too little, too late. At least you got something going. You got some kind of rhythm. The offense put some points up. And man, if they'd have started a little bit better, they might have had a chance to be a little bit more in this ballgame.
Getting set for the point after.
Is on for the extra point.
Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did.
Number 45, set to kick off.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Thomas. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He has the first and still on his feet. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going.
Good enough.
And obviously this offense has had their way, getting the huge lead. And now, when you know it's a running situation later in the ball games, you're still getting pounded. This defense has to step up at some point and be a lot more physical.
D coordinators down the road that have to play this offense, man, they're going to have nightmares because this unit has so much speed and so much skill. At running back, receiver, tight end, the quarterback making good decisions, it is so tough trying to stop them and prevent explosive plays.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Pulls it in. It's Anderson. Started this drive with a bang, but now it is 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Throws to the wideout. Makes a connection. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
And at some point for the defense, I'm just thinking, hey, man, like, it's got to be somebody else. I mean, the big tight end has made play after play after play today. And we know if it gets close in the 4th quarter, they're going to look his way, so the defense really needs to have a plan.
Makes the grab. It's Anderson.
The pass on 1st down, caught by the receiver. Tackle is made at the 24. Brings up 2nd down.
The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Catch in the middle, it's Anderson. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Great job by the quarterback there. He saw the safety bite on the run fake. So as the safety comes running downhill, he now knows he has the slant throw to his receiver on the outside.
Caught in the backfield, it's Anderson. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Looking for space, it's Dura. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Anderson. He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
As the offense, you want to get the ball to your playmakers and let them make a decision, let them make a guy miss, but not with that kind of defense. They were all over it right away. No third down conversion for you.
And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. Right down the boulevard. It's good. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Makes the grab.
The defense has their hands full of trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get two bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
The Trojans with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. From the shotgun, the inside give. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Right back to the well. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
And they pick up just a few on that completion.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Looking downfield, it's Mayava. Makes the grab. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation of the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
They boot it away. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. And this senior really has command of the entire attack right now. And the QB has more than had his weight as lighting up the secondary and the scoreboard, Jesse.
Yeah, and Breeze, talking to the coaches coming into this one, they felt like they had a real opportunity in this game to throw the football with success, understanding just how talented their quarterback is. And he's really answered the bell. He's done a really nice job with his decisions. He's played on time. He's been accurate. And this offense has been up and down the field in large part because of how well their quarterback is playing.
And the Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Smart move to keep it on the ground. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, to get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
Looking down the middle. He's got the tight end. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long. And on a critical third down here in the fourth quarter, surprise, surprise, guess who they go to? That guy.
LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Quick completion to the right. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver creating enough separation to create a positive gain.
They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.